Our life is defined by all the decisions we take. Our life is defined by all the decisions we make. What if I tell you that you can become better in decision making, and when it comes to career, it's very, very important. Today I'm going to give you some tips, tricks and techniques which will help you take better decisions for your career. Now, career is crucial. Career is direction. But, if you have to take an important career decision, it feels very confusing. It feels very terrifying that what if I go into the wrong direction? It feels like, you are taking the biggest risk of your life. That is where I'm going to train you how to make this difficult decision about your career with this technique, which I have devised, which I have learned from my mentors. And it goes like this. Whenever in life, you are looking at a particular decision to be made. Suppose you want to do MTech after BTech, or suppose you want to write CSIRNet after your master's. Suppose you want to do MSc Bioinformatics after a BSc in zoology. Suppose you want to leave the field, whatever it is, right? Look at this map, which I'm going to share with you. It is going to be your Google map, a go-to map on decision making forever in your life. I call it as asymmetric risk versus reward system. Okay. Now, asymmetric risk versus reward system is very important for all those students, all those professionals who are at the crossroads of industry and academia, who are at the crossroads of research and job and entrance exam, all those working mothers who want to take a pause or probably accelerate their career, or expecting mothers who also want to prepare for CSIRNet, women with career break or men with career break, or scientists who want to switch to academia who want to switch to scientists. It's very confusing, right? So here is the formula. The formula says, if the risks are huge, which you have to obviously calculate, and if the rewards are smaller, there's no need of taking that decision. Okay. The second part, if the risks are smaller, but the rewards are higher, then you can make that decision. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose you like a girl and you want to go on a date. Asking her for the date is not a risk because she's not going to kill you. But the reward is high. What if she accepts it, right? So 50% better chances. So that's one example. The second example, you are in academia, you want to switch to industry. Now, what is the risk? If you apply, you may get rejected. But what is the reward? If you get selected, wow. But you have to leave academia. So how does it matter? You can always come back to academia, right? Or you want to switch from research to something else. So you have to always look at this. For example, you are not able to make a decision, right? So asking someone will have a big reward. The only risk is that person may not reply on LinkedIn, right? For example, you approach me, you send me a message and maybe I'll not reply. So that's the only risk. But the reward is, what if I reply and I guide you the right way? So that is where you have to think about it. You have to do things where the risks are smaller and the rewards are very, very high. Now, let's talk about entrepreneurship, because somebody said that, sir, starting a company or a business is risky, right? But if you are sure about it, if you're sure about the revenue model, if you have done the research in the right way, you've calculated all the risks, you know that the revenue model is solid, the risk is less, the rewards is huge. So that is where, guys, ever in your life, never ever be confused. Instead, follow this formula, asymmetric risk versus reward system. I'm displaying the formula in front of you on the screen. Please go ahead, take a screenshot, or maybe draw it down on your notebook. Remember that your career is very special. 300 years ago, the word career didn't exist, right? Today it exists because as humans, we are super directed towards our super goals, right? We humans want to turn to superhumans, but our ability to turn superhumans can only be defined and decided by our decision. So for example, you are a bioinformatician who wants to learn CRISPR, or you are a biochemistry scientist who want to learn bioinformatics, right? So look at this formula. If a biochemistry scientist learns bioinformatics, what are the risks? Nothing. But if you learn, huge reward. Maybe you are postponing that certification course or that internship or that coaching program. But what is the risk? You lose a bit of money. But what if you succeed in your life? So look at this. You have to follow this formula throughout your life and you will be rewarded with success. I have personally done it, and that's how I'm sitting in front of you. I have spent a lot of time working on this formula. Using this formula in my personal life and professional life, I got immense benefits. I became an expert of calculating risk using this formula. And I always use a whiteboard to draw it and then visualize and make decisions. So that's what you have to do. But remember, do not postpone career decisions. Do not delay. If you think that, okay, I'll think about it tomorrow, it's a ticking time bomb. The more you delay, one day it is going to explode, and that will be your age is gone, right? So at the age of 40, you can't probably go back and do a degree, right? Or a PhD, right? It's better to finish it first. That's the point, right? See, I consciously decided that I'll not do MBBS, I'll go for biotech, right? I consciously decided that I'll not go for this, I'll go for that. How? Using this formula, right? The same thing I'm telling you. Why delay? Why delay in your career decisions? Follow this formula, and if you have any questions, I'm right here. Drop down in the comment section or write to me at shekhar@biotecnika.org. It's my passion to help you. It's my passion to guide students just like you, because I know each student out there has got tremendous capacity to become a Nobel Prize winner. If India can produce an Oscar-winning movie, India can produce a Nobel Prize winner in the next 10 years. I know you are there listening to me. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.